Aman had always loved exploring abandoned places. Old buildings, empty houses, forgotten roads, they all fascinated him. One night, while scrolling through old forums, he found a strange post. It was about an abandoned housing society outside the city. The post said, "People who enter this place don't experience the same time as the rest of the world." Some comments claimed the society was frozen in the past. Others said people were still living there. But days earlier, Aman laughed at first, but curiosity won. 2 days later, he drove toward the location mentioned in the post. The road leading there was empty. Streetlights stopped appearing after a few kilometers. His GPS suddenly stopped working. Finally, he saw it. A rusted metal gate. On it, faded letters read, Silver Oak Society. The gate was half open. Inside were rows of houses, all identical, all silent. Aman stepped out of his car with his camera. The air felt strange, heavy, like the place was holding its breath. He walked deeper into the society. Dust covered the streets. Weeds grew through cracks in the road, but something confused him. One house had fresh footprints near the door. Another house had a dim light inside. Aman frowned. "How is there electricity here?" he whispered. He slowly walked toward the house with the light. The window curtain moved slightly, as if someone had just stepped away. He knocked. No answer, but from inside, he heard a radio playing old music. The door creaked open by itself. Inside, the house looked normal. Furniture, photos, fresh tea sitting on the table, steam still rising. Aman's heart began beating faster. "Hello?" He called. No response. Then he noticed something strange. A newspaper lying on the table. He picked it up. The date made his stomach drop. It was dated 3 days earlier. Not old, not years ago. Just 3 days before today. Suddenly, footsteps came from the hallway. Aman froze. Someone was walking toward him. But when he turned, no one was there. The footsteps continued, invisible, walking past him, toward the front door. The door opened, then closed, like someone had just left the house. But Aman saw no one. His breathing grew heavier. "Okay, that's weird," he whispered. Then his phone buzzed. A message from his friend. "Bro, where are you? Your message from tomorrow just came." Aman frowned. Tomorrow? He checked the message. It showed a text sent from his number. Tomorrow morning. The message read, "Do not enter Silver Oak Society. Time is broken here." Aman felt cold sweat run down his neck. Suddenly, the lights inside the house flickered. The radio started distorting. The music slowed, like an old tape dying. Then, a whisper filled the room. "You came too early." Aman spun around. "Who's there?" the whisper repeated. "Closer this time. You came before your time." The temperature dropped. The mirror on the wall fogged up, and slowly, words began appearing on it, written by invisible fingers. 3 days difference. Aman backed away. What does that mean? Then something horrifying clicked in his mind. The newspaper, the invisible footsteps, the future message. The society wasn't abandoned. It was 3 days behind the real world. The people here were still living, but Aman was seeing their past. Or maybe he had entered their future. Suddenly outside voices appeared, children laughing, cars moving, people talking. Aman rushed to the window. His eyes widened. The empty street was now full of people. Families walking, children riding bicycles, neighbors talking. But something felt wrong. None of them had shadows, and none of them looked at Aman like he didn't exist in their time. Then one man suddenly stopped walking. Slowly, the man turned his head toward Aman. Their eyes locked. The man's face turned pale. He whispered something, then ran. All the other people began running too. Doors slammed. lights turned off. Within seconds, the entire society became silent again. Empty, dead, like before. Aman stepped outside. His hands were shaking. What just happened? Then his phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. "Hello?" A terrified voice replied. "Listen carefully. I'm you." Aman froze. "What?" The voice continued. "You entered Silver Oak Society 3 days too early." 3 days before what? The voice hesitated, then whispered, "Before everyone disappears." Aman felt his heart pounding. "What are you talking about?" The voice replied, 3 days from now, this entire society vanishes from time." "Why?" "Nobody knows." "Then why are people still here?" The voice whispered something terrifying. "Because you're seeing them before they vanish." Aman looked around. Suddenly, every house felt wrong, like something was waiting, watching. Then the voice on the phone said, "You have exactly 2 minutes before they see you." "Who?" Silence. Then the line cracked with static. The final words came through. "The people who live after time." Suddenly every streetlight turned on at once. The houses lit up. Doors slowly opened. But the people stepping outside were not normal anymore. Their faces were pale, eyes completely black, and all of them were staring directly at Aman. One woman tilted her head unnaturally. Then she whispered in a broken voice, "You're not from our day." Another man spoke, "You arrived before the collapse." Then a child pointed at him. "He still belongs to tomorrow." All of them started walking toward him. Slow, silent. Aman ran. He sprinted down the street. His car was near the gate. But the road behind him kept getting longer, like the society itself was stretching. The figures behind him kept walking, not running, yet somehow getting closer. Then he saw the gate, just a few meters away. He jumped into his car, started the engine, and drove straight out of the society. The moment his car crossed the gate, everything changed. The road behind him vanished. When he looked back, there was nothing there. No society, no houses, just an empty field. Aman breathed heavily. What the hell? His phone buzzed again. Another message, from his own number. This time the message read, "You escaped, but time didn't." Aman frowned. Then his phone clock changed. Instead of today's date, it showed a date 3 days earlier. His reflection appeared in the car mirror, but something was wrong. His reflection moved, 1 second slower than him. Then it smiled and whispered silently, "Welcome to Silver Oak." 3 days early. Aman suddenly realized something horrifying. He didn't escape the society. The society had followed him. And somewhere in the darkness of the empty field, rows of houses slowly began appearing again, waiting for the day they disappear forever. The end.